Alright, here we are back again making another video. Today we're gonna do a conveyor, how to solo a conveyor, which is seems like one of the simple bases, but you see so many people having trouble with it, including myself in the past, and recently one of my task force mates, who is a really good Boom Beach player, introduced me to a which is, from what I learned, the standard way that you solo a conveyor, and it's actually really repeatable, and he said that, and I've done 7 or 8 since he showed me how, and always same spot, same path, same flare points. So it's a pretty good strategy. So we're gonna make a video to show you guys how to do it. All right, conveyor. First thing on a conveyor. All right, let's go ahead and show the kill spot. The kill spot on the conveyor is going to be right in between these 2 flamethrowers. Which usually, this isn't a flamethrower, this is some other defense. That's really the only abnormal thing about this conveyor. There's almost always will be mortars here, rockets over here, and rockets here. These are extra rockets right here, but it really doesn't make a huge difference, as it's still always a hot landing because of these rockets. So it doesn't make the landing any more or less difficult. But one thing that it does do is this rocket is in range, just right in range of where your girls are going to be standing. So that would add an additional shock. And I'm not really good at hitting 4 in a row shocks like on these mortars up here. So instead of hitting a 4 in a row shot, what I'll do is I will throw a critter on this or this nearest mortar, and then just shock 3 of them, and let this mortar and these rockets fire on the critters, so I don't have to shock these rockets. And since I've got the extra rockets down low today, you know, I have the GBE. I don't have to. I don't know why. I just threw, I'm going to do critters up here like normal. And I'm going to throw critters in these flamethrowers. And I'm going to shock just this flamethrower with this mortar. Let me get a cleaner image here. Let's erase this. So I'm going to shock just that flamethrower with that mortar with critters right here. I'm going to throw critters in these flamethrowers, and I'm going to shock these flamethrowers, and I'm going to shock this shock launcher. And I don't remember, I did this attack a couple of days ago, and I think that's all I do. And I just let all of these rockets and these mortars fire on critters. And let's see, what's the health? What's the health on this one? The health is, why can't I click the building health statue? Oh, this has nothing. It's 320%. That's 840k. So it's a really low health. But the one thing I forgot to mention is the mines that have to go are these mines, these 3. So pretty much I'll always just toss a barrage in between. I'll tap at the bottom, right in between the 2 flamethrowers. 1 barrage to clear the mines there. So we'll clear the mines. Yeah, forgot to mention that too. Clearing the 1 artillery, you want to clear the mines on the corner of the core, because the girls can spread into range and trip 1 off. But those are all the mines that need to be cleared. The barrage on these flamethrowers to clear those, and the artillery on the mines above to on the corner of the core. And now our first flare point, once we land, we're going to do a hot 2 smoke flag landing. We're going to do a hot 2 smoke flag landing. And our first flare point, we're going to have 2 smokes, and we're going to have our 3rd smoke here and then another one here, and we're going to flare right below the corner of that defense. Don't put it over here, don't put it over here. Put it right there in this corner. And then whenever we get all gathered under this smoke, we're going to throw our next flare right in between the two flamethrowers, where it splits these two. And the girls will walk in between these rockets, single file, in between these machine guns, and in between those two flamethrowers. And once they get up here, while they're still on the move, we'll throw two more smokes and end our final flare right here. And your girls will split these flamethrowers and go right here to the kill spot. And they will set under one smoke, so you only have to throw one smoke here. Now I did this one's pretty sloppy, I'm not gonna lie. I did this one at about 3 o'clock in the morning after a lot not of drinking. Once I returned from the bar, I did this hit, so it's a little bit sloppy, but it gets the job done. So let's discard. Let's reload again. So a barrage to clear these mines, and an artillery to clear the corner of the core. And then our landing, just me getting my flare, my smoke point. Third smoke, fourth smoke, flare, and nobody dies. And now whenever we get under that smoke, we'll flare up to where I said, right in between those two flamethrowers. They'll get in single file here. And then flare up to the top. Critter shock. And that's how to solo a conveyor, although somewhat sloppily on this one. Thanks for watching.